All right, so we are on day 23, and yeah, we are still weathering the storm. It's really nice right now, but tomorrow, I guess it's Saturday night, we're going to be getting a huge ice storm. So we're just going to wait for that to pass, and then I think we're going to have a huge cold front roll in. But yeah, we're just gonna stick close to home just in case. See how it is. Just reading our Bible. Not really doing too much. We're fasting right now, so we're doing a three day fast, which is very interesting. It's definitely a lot of action spiritually. You definitely feel some stuff going on around you in the mountains, and yeah, you just gotta do it sometimes. I don't know. 3 day fast. It's not because we don't have enough food. It's mainly just because I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what, let's do a little 3 day fast, see what happens. And you know, just basically sit down, read the Bible, try to get close to God, even though he's always around. So Sadie's just having a good time running around, tearing it up out there with her stick. She finally destroyed the one that we started with at the beginning. And yeah, I think basically we'll be at this one spot for 14 days. I think that's what we're just gonna do. So we're just got a nice little spot on the side of the hill, and meeting all kinds of people. And yeah, we're just going to take it slow, hike our own hike. It's probably only like a 3 day hike to the next resupply, so I'll make sure I keep at least like 3 to 4 days worth of food. Sadie's still eating her regular, keeping her fed and watered. But yeah, we're just getting into the Bible. A lot of it's like really repetitive. Like a lot of the old accounts of like a lot of the early days of the Jewish people and the people of Israel and the people of Judea, and like all of these you know, different clans and ancestral lineages and like all this stuff. It's like a lot of it just has to do with who they were fighting. And the majority of the time it was the Jewish people had like, you know, 10-to-1 odds. Like they had like 2,000, the other people had 20, you know, and they still destroyed them. You know, they're like, yeah, we killed 8,000 of your people, and then you guys just started, then everybody fled. That's like a constant reassuring theme. And now we're getting into Maccabees, Second Maccabees, which is talking about the Greeks attacking them, and you know, like them bringing over like war elephants and stuff, you know, beasts of siege, and like, you know, I'd say that the combat level is getting a little bit more advanced than, you know, just a couple of tribes, because they started building fortified cities. They talk about, you know, all the backstabbing that they did, you know, all these Greek kings, like, oh yeah, you know, we'll honor all of these oaths that we made to you, and then they, you know, stab them in the back, massacre, like, you know, drown 400 people by the sea. They start like trying to force feed all these people pork, you know. That's like against their religion. And well, that's it. I think I was also in, I think it might have been before Maccabees, I think it was Esther, talking about, you know, the first martyrs, about people like dying for their faith, saying, you know, when they were given the choice of, would you rather eat this pork here or, you know, be put to death in a painful way? And they basically say, yeah, I'm not, you know, I'm following the laws of my ancestors. I'm not doing this. Put us to death. So they had the story of the woman and the 7 sons, and basically they put all of her sons to death one by one. You know, filleted their skin, cooked them alive, you know, scourging them, like basically just like the worst deaths possible. And you know, and they made them all watch. I think that was the most interesting thing. And then when it came to the youngest, they started with the oldest and finished with the youngest. And then yeah, it was just like kind of interesting to see how people were like, all right, I'm not giving up my faith, because, you know, we read all the stories of our ancestors that did that with all the pagan religions, and they just went down the tubes. So just interesting to stand on business. So maybe that's what I'm doing right now. I'm standing on business. I don't know, the weather has been kind of crazy. Like in the beginning I was like, I don't even know if I want to keep hiking. I'm like, we got like -6 feel likes and stuff, and that's in the towns and the valleys. Like up in the mountains it's worse. Like, you know, the higher elevations, it's like, yeah, we're getting like literally 0-degree days and like all this stuff coming up for the next week. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm right up the hill from somewhere in case it gets too cold, and I can, you know, always go grab some more cold gear, or, you know, kind of just test out what I got. You know, I tested out it in like maybe 20-degree weather and it was fine, but, you know, when you start getting down to the negatives, it's like, okay, you know, you got to be insulated from the ground, you got all this stuff going on, you know, you got to make sure you're not wet, like if it's raining and then it gets cold, like all these things. So so yeah, we're on my adventure. I never thought I'd stay in one spot for 14 days, but the weather's kind of telling me, yeah, just chill out. I mean, I don't want to be hiking in -1-degree weather. I'd rather stay in this, you know, this tent in my sleeping bag and just chill. Like, especially with the rain coming and all this stuff. They got crazy weather down here. I mean, I think we might be like -20 on the averages for the year, for like the daily average. So anything like -10 or -15, but like we're at like -22, minus, you know, like all these minuses. I'm like, man, I wish it was 20 degrees warmer. It would be a lot nicer. But yeah, we're just taking our time. I think that's like the name of the game. We're not rushing. We're meeting a lot of people, and that's good. Maybe that's what's supposed to go down. You know, we're supposed to be meeting all these people before the weather gets nice, and, you know, because I mean, the further north you, I mean, because the trail, we're going northbound, so the further along I walk, I mean, the worse it is up north. So I'm like, all right, let me just wait it out. I mean, if we gotta wait a couple weeks, so like slow down the pace, just let the, you know, let the weather catch up to us, or, you know, move past us. I mean, like, we can do that. So, like, our next resupply will probably be the Yunicon Gap, and what do you call it? That should be a pretty decent experience. We're at I think it's Unicoi Gap. We will basically be getting see if we can get a free shuttle from the deli / country store, because I called them like a while ago and they said, oh, we don't really run the shuttle until the season starts, but you know, call back tomorrow. And I'm like, oop, I didn't call. So so yeah, we're just posting up. This is our second day on our 3-day fast. We started yesterday, and I'm gonna do all day today, all day tomorrow. I don't know. I might just keep going until I get hungry. I'm not even hungry really. I think that's, you know, I got plenty of fat reserves to start burning off, and I mean, I'm not moving, so I'm not really burning any calories. I'm stayed in my sleeping bag, so I'm staying warm. And yeah, we're just hitting the Bible, slowing our pace way down. So we'll probably end up staying here for another 7 days just to see what the weather's doing. Because if it's really bad, I mean, I might as well just stay stay at Neil's Gap. They got they got a fire stove in there, and I can, you know, if I need more winter gear, I can always buy more stuff. But I don't know. That's our day 23, Friday the 23rd. I think it's Friday. You look at my trusty watch. Yep, Friday the 23rd. This is our 23rd day out in the wilderness. So I've only gotten to Neil's Gap in 20 days, which I think is funny. I think we only got maybe 30 miles. And I don't know, I just feel like I need to stay here for a little bit. Just get deep in the Bible, just chill out, enjoy the time that I'm out here, and not get anxious about, you know, the journey. Pretty much it's we'll basically go until we can't go no further, and I think right now God's just telling us to chill. Just with the weather, it's like, all right, you know, do you want to get stranded out there in the ice storms and stuff? And I'm like, nah, not really. It's not really on my agenda, because I wasn't expecting any kind of bad weather, really. I mean, maybe like 20 degrees, but, you know, getting like a -6. Wasn't expecting that. But we're posted up for it. I think we'll be fine. It's gonna rain all day Sunday with like a wintry ice storm. So we'll see how good the tent does. And yeah, we'll just keep it going. Day 23.